Hello guys, so I'm gonna make another video and this video is quite different from the usual videos that I do because you know that I do reviews and hauls, but this one right here, I'm gonna be showing to you the things that I DIY, or the things at home that I DIY'd, and thank God most of it, or like all of them worked. Like they turned out pretty nice for me, you know. So I have here list, it's 10 items. I could add more, but I don't know, I don't remember, and some of them is just I can't. There's one cabinet here that I did, but I'm not gonna show that. So the small things that I did, and if you're interested, because some of them are pretty cool. Like I never thought that I would be able to do it and put it on display. So let's get into it. Okay, so there's nothing new about what I DIY'd, okay? You can find them in some of the YouTubers. That's where I get some of it. Like the first one, let's just start, okay? So the first one is paint. So in our cabinets, we had a renovation, and our cabinets were nasty. So I DIY it, which is I know I can do it. I know I can do it, and I did the small thing, and I moved to a bigger space, which is our restroom. It was pretty nasty before, but now um, it's already fixed, and it's the best wall in the apartment. The one that I did, the restroom. It's pretty. Okay, it's not perfect because I didn't use how do you say this? Chris, wait a moment. How do you call the base for the paint? Primer. Okay, so I didn't use primer when I started painting. So you can see when you take a picture, you can see like a bit like an even tone, but by just the naked eye, like without the camera involved, it's perfect. So I'm proud of that. So maybe I'll show some clip later. I'll just have to get a good spot, so it's gonna tell you the exact like appearance, accurate appearance, you know. Next, the second one is we have a picture frame magnets. So magnets that from uh, I used for the fridge. So I bought a couple of vintage frames. I made sure that they were small, and magnet could hold. And yeah, I made four of them, and they look pretty nice. It looks vintage, and I'm so glad that I picked the right frames, because these frames, right, the frames that I use, they are literally true vintage. One of it, the yellow one, is it's kind of heavy. So I placed three magnets. Uh, I bought magnets from Amazon, so I bought them separately. I should have listed the cost of everything, but I never thought I would make a video like this. So, the yellow one is pretty heavy. I put three magnets, but still it's sliding. But overall, they are really pretty. Such a unique magnets, and it's not a regret doing it. FYI, it's not originated from me. I got because I've been watching like house tours videos in YouTube, and I've seen one YouTuber did it like a magnet frame magnet, so it's where I got from her. So that's the second one. The third one is we got mirror trims. So our mirrors, especially in the restroom, it's silver. It's color silver. So I decided to buy a paint. I'm gonna show you the paint. Was it the same paint though? I think so. Give me a moment. I'll get it. So I think it's the same paint, but it's still a lot. So I've got here brushed metal. It's a paint color black. And what I did is I didn't spray. It would be better if I take off took off the mirror and then tape it and then spray, it's gonna be faster. But in this case, it's manual. Since it's metal, so you need more than one coat, and you have to wait for the first coat to dry. And luckily, it turns out well. The thing about this though is I didn't seal it. So like if you keep opening the mirror on a, like holding it on the same spot every time you open it, then it's gonna peel. The paint's gonna peel. So that's why I have this behind that um medicine cabinet or mirror, because if it chipped or if the paint peels, then I can just fix it with this. So that's what you get. Sometimes if you do DIY, then it's not gonna be perfect. So we have here picture frames. So the picture frames from our that I hanged in the CR or conference room, no, restroom. So it's not, I didn't paint the picture. I got it from a poster because we have this one client, he keeps giving me like posters of like concerts, posters. One is such a very pretty flower, and good thing I have a spare, like a spare frame, so I just cut it and frame it, and it turns out really pretty. Next one would be the it's another picture frame, and it's the gold frame. So I bought this in Facebook Market. I bought the frame in Facebook Market, and the lighting when she took the picture is so pretty. It was like dark gold. But then when I received the frame, the design was good, but the color is a bit disappointing because I thought it's a dark gold, but it was light. So what I did is, since I have a like paint for canvas, so what I did is just I took brown and then I painted the corners of the frame so that there's a little bit of like dimensions or depth depth, because the frame is too flat for me. It's not perfect, but I think it is okay, acceptable, acceptable after I painted it. But I wish I could do better. But I've never had these projects before. I only started when I came here in the US, so I'm still like enhancing my skills. Is that a skill? So that's it. Now we'll proceed to another frame, and this is the large picture frame that has black flower. So that flower right there, or that big frame with the flowers, is I bought it in Facebook Market again. That was, I don't know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. The frame was color silver, and I just love the flowers, so that's why I bought it. But I didn't like the frame, so what I did was I bought a spray. This is different. This is really a project. So I bought a spray paint, and we went to the rooftop, and then I taped first, of course. I don't normally tape my when I paint, but this time since it's spray, I taped everything like the glass and parts that I don't want to be painted, and then I started spraying. The finish is matte and it's really pretty. It's perfect, but again, I didn't use a there is something that you can use to avoid the paint from chipping or removing, but I didn't use that. I think they call it sealant. I don't know, I've never seen it, I've never looked for it. So that's the thing, I just have to be careful and not like, because if I scratch it like that, it's gonna peel. The paint's gonna peel. So I'm trying to stop messing with it and leave it hanging. So that's it. It's really pretty, all black. Next is the this table. So the table I'm standing right next is, which you can't see, but it's gonna be another video, is a plain white cabinet. The top was really plain white, it's painted, and I've decided to cover it with this fake marbled wallpaper. And actually it's a very, this is a tedious, very tedious project. It's because the edges of this cabinet is like wavy. So this one, it's, I can see imperfections right now because, you know, especially it's a highly traffic table. I use this table especially when I film, but before that, before, like right after I installed this was perfect. Up to now it's still perfect, but one time I placed a big mirror right here and then I tried to remove it. I peeled partly the wallpaper, so that's the disadvantage of that. Okay, so next is the, oh, frame. So frame, another frame. So those are the easy ones, you know, easy to do. So frames. So I am a huge ukay or thrifter. So sometimes if I pass by places like that, I check. One time I've seen a frame, black frame, so I bought it. And then like I've said earlier, I had these posters that are worth, they are really worth putting on a frame. So that's what I did in this frame right here. So the frame is, I didn't made it, and the pictures as well, but I just combined them, and to me it's just right up my alley. I like the design and the colors, it's so colorful. I like colorful sometimes. You might see me wearing like neutral clothes, but I like dark yellows, you know, and I like colors, like especially flowers. That's it. Next is, so this container is just a, the one you will find in a container store. So container, I put it on under my desk, under my table or living room table, but it doesn't look, it looks cheap. I don't know. I just feel like I want to cover it with a magazine. So this magazine right here looks similar to the my Dyson container. They have a similarity in when it comes to the colors. So I feel like that's why I covered it with it. So there's like a matchy, like they match, and the so that I don't know how to say it, but they blend, they sit right, they sit perfectly together, if that makes any sense. And the last but not the least is the our, I should have mentioned this earlier, right, together with the mirror trims, but also our restroom cabinet handles and where you put the tissue. Since most of our um, handles here, like the cabinets, were used to be silver, and I don't want to buy a new handle and drill new holes on the cabinet. It's too much work already. So what I did is I used the same paint, this one right here, so there's uniformity, and it worked. So what, like I've said, it's not perfect because some part of it is already like peeling, but that's why I got this at the back, easy, within my reach. It's within my reach, so I can fix them if ever I need, if ever it needs fixing. So those are the things, or the 10 things that I did for this house, mostly house decoration and a little bit of paint. I didn't even mention, so this is gonna be part of that, like first thing that I mentioned about the toilet. I included this walls right here, or the doors. This used to be like eggshell white, but now it's white. So I'm so proud of it. It took a while, you know, it took a while to finish, and it's really tiring, but I was happy, tired but happy. And before we end this video, there's still two items that I DIY, but that's, this is different. So this here right here is another DIY. So I would say I'm a very creative person. It's just it's not developed so much, so I'm still scared to do stuff on my own, but if I am allowed, then I would really do it. Oh, the trims too in our window, the window treatments or the blinds are, I also DIY those. So the hair is DIY'd. Used to be. DIY is always like it's never gonna be perfect on the first try, but you just have to keep trying. If you don't have the patience and if you're too scared, then don't do it. But me, you know, this is the result of doing this many times. This is just, I don't use hair color anymore. This is just bleach and foil, and to me, it might not be perfect, but it's not the worst hair, so there you go. And also my nails, because I don't want to go to the salon. I was thinking about doing a fake nail, but it's too much work already. So let me think about that. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. I think we've come to the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. So, yes, until then, bye.